First of all, Coach, can you talk about the challenge ahead of you with North Dakota State? This is a team that a lot of kids and a lot of fans get excited about.
It's a good football team. It's a good program, well coached, got a lot of respect for uh, their coaches, their coaching staff, how they play. They're a very balanced team. I think they're good in all areas, and well established over a long period of time, and good challenge for us.
Well, they like to run the football, and I think that's the first choice for you guys. So, time of possession, is that a key in this one? Like any
Yeah, they do. They run it, they throw it. I think they're balanced. To me, every good football team, it starts with the run game, and but they can throw it, and they can throw it very efficiently. And um, I think that when you look at a team like this, what makes them good in all areas is balance, and and I think they're a very balanced team, and I think they really know what they understand. They have good systems, and they understand those systems very well, and they're very well coached team.
Seems to have a lot of success over the years, obviously, with North Dakota State. I don't know, is it a physical thing with them, whether they're a little bit bigger or stronger, or is it more of an execution as far as what they're doing and why they're having that kind of success
I
right
think
now?
they execute very well. They know what they want to do. I mean, yeah, I think they develop their players very well, and I think that um, they have talent over there. Heck, yeah. But you don't have the kind of success they've had without having talent. But they have a system that they believe in. They stick with it. Um, they coach it extremely well, and they're so which what goes with that is a high level of execution. So I think their players are, they play with confidence and they play fast. So um, like I said, they have all the makings of what I believe in, what makes you a good football team.
Obviously, protecting the football and not turning the ball over is big every week. Is it more important when you play North Dakota State? You talk to some of the players, and they said one of the things that really stands out with it is they don't make critical mistakes, or at least a lot of them.
Yeah, they're pretty efficient, and they don't, like you say, they don't make a lot of critical mistakes. But I think that's the case anytime you play a good football team. You better not turn the football over. Um, you can't control. Sometimes, yeah, you might make a great play, an interception, whatever, rip the ball out, whatever it may be. But you can only control some of that. Um, some of that's out of your control. You can control what you do with the football, and you better not make the mistakes, and count on getting a couple from them. But um, yeah, I think that's critical anytime you play a good team.
Do you expect Hunter to play this week, or is he still?
He's 50-50. Yeah,
justice, coach? Oh, see, all right.
yeah, same thing.
Okay.
But you always talk about your team being a work in progress from week to week. Coming out of the game on Saturday, what are the things that you want to see your team take from that game and improve upon going into this week?
Well, like I said, after the South Dakota State game, we're a work in progress. Um, I said last week that some of the things that haven't hurt us could have hurt us, um, and sometimes when they rear their ugly head, it costs you a football game. And sometimes there are a number of things. Success in football lies in the detail, into the fundamentals, into the technique, into your execution, all those things that allow you to have success. And we didn't, we didn't play up to the standard that I have on Saturday. And some of it was because South Dakota State did some really good things, but there were some things that were definitely in our control that we didn't respond to, react to, whatever it may be. Um, it was so therefore there you are. You lose a football game um, that coming out, I felt we should have won the football game, but we didn't. And I you know I point the thumb at me, because I look at the film and I say we weren't prepared well enough because we didn't react. We didn't make adjustments very well. We weren't very efficient offensively on a number of drives, and Too many errors, too many uh, um, boneheaded mistakes, and it all adds up to a loss.
Are those correctable, Bo?
Absolutely, everything's correctable. Um, but when things show up in practice and you don't approach practice necessarily, the right way, and something shows up in practice, and you say you better get it fixed. It could be a technique, could be some fundamentals. Because if you don't, you keep playing that way, it's going to get you. When it sometimes it takes uh, so what happens, unfortunately, what happened Saturday to get guys' attention.
You weren't happy with your offensive line Saturday, giving up 6 sacks. What do you need to see from them this week?
A lot better execution, a lot better. That definitely wasn't the standard that we want to live by. We did not play very well up front on Saturday.
You have a 24-hour rule, obviously. Vince talked about watching film on Sunday and then moving on past it, not being too overconfident after a win or too down after a loss. Do you think your team is good at just looking forward, or is that something that they need to work on?
Yeah, I think we have. I've said it all year long. We have the potential to be a good football team. We're not there yet. I think we have the potential to be very good. But you got to keep working to get there. And I said it last year. I'll say it again. It's not where you start; it's where you finish. You got to keep getting better, and hopefully along the way you can win all your football games along the way. But we're not where we want to be yet. And I know you guys probably get sick of hearing that from me, but that's just the way. I've been around this game long enough and coached long enough to know that you got to make use of every day, and you got to coach the details. You got to stress the details. The players got to approach every single day mentally and with a type of focus that that they use on Saturday, because you can't turn the light switch on and off. And like I said, sometimes it takes a reality check for guys to understand that. And I look at how we played Saturday, and I go back to one thing, and I look back and I say our preparation was not good enough. And to their credit, South Dakota State, yeah, they obviously they were better prepared than we were, and they earned it during the week a lot more than we did.
You're facing a team that runs the football pretty well, and Lance done the last 2 weeks. You've faced the quarterbacks who were their leading rushers. So does that change anything, Bo? Is it pretty?
Yeah, I mean it's a different type of offense that we played the last 2 weeks. Dunn's a good player, really good player, and they have a good offensive line. They have a number of backs that can hurt you. They're a very balanced attack, and like I said, that's a sign of good offense.
Was there anything specific in the secondary that team, South Dakota, put up better numbers than most of the teams we went up against?
Poor technique, very poor technique. There were a number of things, but that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
When you say technique, do you mean things like tackling,
Coverage technique. We got hurt mostly more. Our tackling wasn't awful, but our there are certain things that we stress that I didn't see out there, and with certain we got to get better at it. We got to get fixed, and sometimes it's a broken record. You got to either see it get fixed or find someone who's going to do it better.
Well, I know the conference is tough. Is this the toughest stretch though that you've been a part of in a while?
They're all tough.